Hello everyone, my name is Palatime. I am here today with TGN.TV, and man, do I have a treat for you. We are going to take a look at the E3 Elder Scrolls Online trailer. As the trailer begins, we get a look at one of the Nord settlements. I think they picked this for a very important reason, because they're trying to reinstill the fact that this is the world that you already know. I mean, this looks exactly like Skyrim. They're trying to reinstill the fact that this is the world you've already experienced in Elder Scrolls games, and you're trying to experience it in a different way when you play ESO. The next area we get to look at is, looks like a little bit of Morrowind, a little bit of the Dark Elf area. Again, something that's going to be familiar to players, but one thing we haven't seen too much is the home of the Red Guards, and you get a pretty good look at it right here. As the trailer continues, we keep with the theme of seeing things that look recognizable, but are slightly different. And this is when the trailer really starts to get interesting. We see a very good look of what appears to be a very dark and bleak ruin coming out of the side of a mountain, with a huge door just inviting you in. On the shore, we have a very large ship. Now, I don't believe that these are going to be player-driven, but it's just adding to the scenery. We can see the same ship in the background here as we get a very good look at an Argonian female, who appears to be a rogue character of some kind using a bow. And we also get a look at what I believe might be part of the crafting animations, a dark elf sharpening his blade. We get to see a very cool looking enemy explode out of the ground, but it's only for a brief second. We do get to see another close-up of this particular enemy later on in the trailer. But this is what I think is cool. We see a portal opening up in the sky and chains being dropped down into this location. When I see this, I think of rift mechanics, but this is how Belial is tethering himself to the world. So I don't know how these are going to actually play out in gameplay, but we get to also see a good look at Monty Marco's army that he's been conjuring up, his undead army, as well as a good look into Belial's plane of existence. In this particular section of the trailer, we get to see a good look at some of the playable characters, as well as some of the enemies as well. There you saw, we just got a glimpse of how spell combat's going to look in the first-person perspective, but really this part of the trailer was intended to show you some of the more interesting areas, as well as some of the more interesting enemies that you may be encountering along your journey. This part of the trailer goes by very, very fast at normal speed, so I've slowed it down a lot. This is the tether that Belial has released upon our world earlier in the video, and you can see that there is nothing but death at the bottom of it. But what is most interesting to me is it appears that the winged creature that we saw earlier in the video, that I said would be making a reappearance and looks really cool, appears to be leaving Belial's plane of existence through these tethers and going into our world. And now we get a really good close-up of a frost atronach forming. That's always been one of my favorite animations. But again, this is trying to show you that you're going to see enemies and things that you're familiar with, as well as things you're not familiar with. But one thing I'm really disappointed with in this particular trailer is they have not shown us any new PvP footage at all. This is the same rehashed footage that we've been looking at for months. Alright, and here's the cool part that I was not expecting. Are you ready? The quest. First person combat, look at this stuff. To save Tamriel. More combat, look at this cool stuff. Begins spring 2014, first of all, which is a delayed release date, but on PC, PS4, Xbox One, and the Mac. They are doing multiple platforms of this game, and I didn't know that. I got goosebumps when I saw that. So this is going to be a cross-platform MMO. That is fucking amazing. Oh, I'm very excited about this game. I hope you guys are too. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button below. Leave me a comment down below as well. And if you're new to this channel, I encourage you to subscribe. We'll be back with more Elder Scrolls Online news very soon. Thank you all for watching.